From having 24 knockouts throughout his career to being the current heavyweight champion, famous for his name as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury has done it all. And just recently, he's gone ahead and terrorized his opponents ahead of a big fight. I mean, this didn't come as a surprise to me. Tyson does have the tendency to leave people a little scared. Tyson Fury, over an Instagram post, agreed to a fight challenge given by Alexander Usyk. The big showdown is supposed to happen on the 29th of April. But things aren't that simple, because this time around, even the opponent's promoter wasn't safe from Tyson's wrath. It's difficult to tell who to believe in this negotiation drama between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Promoter Alex Krassyuk decided to go after Tyson Fury on Twitter. He wrote a tweet joking about the several excuses the Gypsy King will use to avoid his client, Alexander Usyk. Fury reacted forcefully, openly mocking the 70-30 arrangement he accepted for his boxer.
So we see both fighters exchanging messages, and that is actually the point. We are expecting to get some basic agreement.
Tyson Fury ridiculed Alex Krassyuk with a rant where he calls the promoter out blatantly, saying, "Alex, you sausage. Borat wants his voice back, you bum." He also went on to threaten Alex, saying that the promoter and the player will get what they deserve, while still calling Alex a bum and stupid multiple times. In true Tyson Fury style, the athlete bashed the promoter by saying, "You got outwitted by a man who never went to school in his life, sausage." If you ask me, I think Tyson just made a KO right there, and his tone and attitude were the cherries on top of this already intimidating cake. But that's not all. This was just one of the many ways Tyson terrorizes his opponents. Rightfully so, this time the opponent and the promoter may well both be scared. This warning by Tyson came after Alexander Usyk's team came to believe that Fury is hesitating because he does not want to fight. Fury hesitate? To show that they're still on their feet, Krassyuk himself issued a warning. He publicly stated that extending the fight beyond April 29th will inevitably increase demand, bringing it back to a 50-50 balance. In retrospect, the entire argument lies around the split of the wallet, but asking for this split shows us how Tyson likes playing around with his opponents before the fight. I mean, it's just cruel at this point.
Round 2 underway in that first round according to CompuBox. Fury. Oh, he's knocked down! He's knocked down! Cunningham has floored Fury. That's the point.
Following one of his final messages to Alexander Usyk's agent, Tyson Fury sent another message with a drastically different tone. When compared to how he was referring to the other side during the negotiation, this was a lot gentler than Tyson Fury. No more games, which leads us to believe he was probably simply messing with Usyk and his colleagues all along. It makes sense because no one imagined him avoiding the Ukrainian fighter. All Tyson Fury wanted was to push Alexander Usyk's hand and accept the ridiculous 70-30 per split. Tyson Fury wanted to see if he could play with Usyk and his people, and he did it spectacularly. He not only persuaded Usyk to sign the contract, but he also got the fight to take place in Wembley and forced them to accept the contract's no rematch condition. Tyson Fury got away with whatever he wanted because Usyk and his team agreed to everything. He must now concentrate on his future battle on April 29.
Throwing down to see who is the number 1 in the division, the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Peace out. Good training to Usyk. May the best man win. Get up!
The guts on this guy. And if you thought that was all, boy were you mistaken. The Gypsy King, before going dark, posted a video on his social media where he messes with the heads of the opponent team once more by adopting a gentle tone. He said that as fun as it had been, he was done. And why was that? Well, as always, Tyson was going to do a full blackout on social media and knuckle down into training camp. He even wished Usyk good luck with his training. Trust me, even I'm getting whiplash from all this back and forth.
Tune in. Or be there or be square. This is the biggest event in British boxing history. The fight of the century, 2 undefeated world heavyweight champions.
I can only imagine what Usyk's team must be feeling. Talk about psyching opponents out. Tyson Fury has declared his trademark social media lockdown as he prepares for his fight with Alexander Usyk. Fury, before going on a blackout, took yet another cheeky dig, saying the only reason he came back on Instagram was to make the fight. And well, it worked. As said by his previous promoter, the first concept we use is the signal-to-noise ratio. Individuals that are dedicated to perfecting their craft are striving to reach the signal. They try to cancel out as much noise as possible. For the most part, I have to agree that social media is just noise. According to the promoter, we over-rotate and over-index what others think of us. As something begins to creep and seep in, it can completely destabilize someone's psychology. The signal is constantly there in the present. You only have 1 minute to attend to something now, and attending to noise is a difficult way to live. His promoter also said that sometimes it can be overwhelming for an athlete to deal with the noise of social media. One has to master control of the network and those those around you. All this not only fuels the training of Fury, but also instills fear in the minds of his opponents. They must be contemplating how, what, where, and to what extent is Fury training, and that's the key. This helps Fury make his opponents nervous and gives him an edge over them. Fury's decision to avoid social media is a calculated move to avoid distractions that could jeopardize his training for the next fight.
I looked at myself and I thought, you're a failure. But at this time, I still wasn't educated on mental health. I'm still thinking that I'm a piece of and...
According to sources close to Fury, the boxer wants to focus exclusively on his training in the run-up to the fight, which he believes will be the biggest in boxing history. I don't know about Usyk, but this secrecy would eat anyone from the inside, especially if they were to fight with the world heavyweight champion. Speaking of fighting, Fury has also had fun while expressing his hate toward the Paul brothers. Tyson Fury definitely dislikes the Paul brothers. Tyson Fury's younger brother, Tommy Fury, defeated Jake Paul in a split decision in Saudi Arabia late last month.
6-73 to the winner by split decision, Tommy Fury.
Tyson has added insult to injury by mocking both Jake and his brother Logan on his Instagram story. His words were, "It seems that my little brother beat your little brother, and now you're both a pair of losers." He also went on to say how the Paul family sucked. Yikes. He definitely does not shy out from getting his word through. Even during the time of Tommy Fury and Jake Paul's fight, Tyson couldn't help but engage in a few heated verbal exchanges with Paul during Tommy Fury's press conference, after his father John Fury also found himself exchanging insults with the popular YouTuber turned pro boxer. Tyson, the WBC heavyweight champion, questioned aloud why Paul had anything to say about him and responded by threatening Jake and his brother Logan. The three Furies were making an appearance at their Morecambe, England home, while Paul was being displayed on screen via a web video call. The dialogue was disrupted by technical difficulties, which occasionally turned into nonsensical shouting. Tyson and Paul reportedly spat about fight purses, with Paul alleging that he made more money boxing this year than Tyson, despite Tyson having a high-profile rematch against Deontay Wilder in October. Tyson instantly dismissed the claim, saying, "I doubt that very much." Neither man threw out a specific number. Apart from that, the love-hate psyche of Tyson on social media has everyone, even his opponents, trembling with fear. Tyson, with his 3.4 million Instagram followers, he is always happy to terrorize his opponents during a fight, and very clearly does not shy out from taking a dig at them.
And the more I said it, the more I believed it. And it came true. So when something like that happens, when the unthinkable becomes reality, there's just nothing else for you.
And what results in a battle of insults and hashtags? Tyson Fury always has a way of ending the debate on a gentle note while taking a blackout to prepare for this bout. This strategy always causes tremendous confusion amongst not only his fans, but also his opponents. But hey, no one is complaining as long as he benefits from it. And that's all for how Tyson Fury terrorizes his opponents.